Alright, hey guys. Today, a little different of the episode. I'm recording on my phone right now because literally as we're talking, my entire, my apologies, my computer is completely just bugging out. Yeah, I'll show you right now. Actually, I can't. Anyhow. So, but honestly, I like the phone better. A little more down to earth when talking to you guys. Like that a little more for this type of episode because we're not really talking today about we're not talking about a new topic. We're not talking about another a lesson. But this is really just a conference. Really, well, it's a speech, but I really want this to eventually be a conversation between us because as of today, this is going to be my last episode, and talk about why. First off, this was for a business project, which is today is the last day of it. I've had a lot of fun throughout the process. I've learned so much, just in terms of content. I do say I'm very well versed in history. Still getting into the fine details with it. I've learned so much from a business perspective. I learned so much. As I'm making these episodes, I'm making these and I'm trying to find lessons to teach you guys, or not even teach, but just to show to you guys that you guys can use in your life. I'm finding them out for myself too, And I really just love the fact that it is rooted in history. That history is the one thing that we can look back on. That we can, you can't look back on something that's in front of you. The future is never truly certain. So to be able to go look back on something and see how throughout history there has been so many themes of success, whether it be for a single nation or a whole entire class of people, and that's something I've really found really unique and really special to this channel. But yeah, I mean, I've put some thought into it. I really put a lot of hard work into it. I came into this thing thinking I was just going to do an Apple podcast where you couldn't listen to anyone, but decided to go ahead and expose myself a little bit, talk in front of the camera, and you learn things along the way, like learning how to edit. Even though my past couple episodes I haven't been able to, just again, my computer's really been a work in progress, but I've been trying to balance, trying to say everything I want to say with a certain amount of time, because I was doing, if you guys don't understand, when I first started doing this, I had 45-minute, hour plus videos, which was my goal for this channel, was to give something that could be comprehensible for anyone, that you didn't have to go sit down for an hour or 2 hours and sit down for basically half a movie to go learn a 2-second lesson. I really wanted to give you that lesson, give you that something that you can use in your life, show where it came from in a time while you're on lunch break, while you're just chilling at home, maybe as a tool of study. That's what I really wanted. So finding ways to provide the same amount of content while also keeping it short was something so hard for me, but I was able to do it. I feel even now even better. In other words, interacting. If you watch my first episode, I try to ask a question. It's the most forced thing ever. But throughout this, trying to, both in how I talk, what I say, everything that goes into it, how to interact, talk in a way that's more engaging for you guys to keep you up. And that's what put those graphics up there. I wish I was a better editor. If I was allowed to spend money on this project, I'd probably get a premium editing service, or hire someone to do it for me. But that's another unique thing about this project, is that I was not allowed to spend a dime, which presented its own unique challenge, because I had to find it Riverside, which thank God for that for them, because they're the only reason I was able to do any of this. And found it Riverside at a market on my own. I couldn't pay for any other service. That's kind of, but that way the podcast is so great because you can just start up on your own. You don't need any equipment really. And yeah, I've also, from a business standpoint, I've learned so much more about marketing and whatnot, getting my message out and what I have to do to get people to come and watch these videos, because coming in here I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna yap, I'll do whatever, but being able to get through Riverside, find clips to post, whether it be creating graphics, whether it be collaborating with others, whether it be sending it to my family group chat, telling them, yo, go watch this video so I can get some views and get it out to all you guys. Starting small like that and then building off of that, telling my friends and family, telling my friends, telling my cousins. And with the social itself, just what am I posting, trying to be active on that, trying to be engaging on that. And while at the same time having to balance the college life. It's not the easiest thing, you guys. It's amazing. I'm very grateful for it, to be able to be here and to be learning and putting myself in a position to spread the knowledge I have and the knowledge I'm gaining. It's a privilege to be able to do that with you guys, and I've loved that. There's not really much more I can say. It's been a couple of months now, and it's gonna be a sad goodbye, but I'm very happy that I was able to experience this with you guys. If you told me a couple of years ago that I was gonna be doing a podcast, I'd probably tell you how. I can't even speak. And I still really can't. The amount of that you guys hear, I apologize for that. I've tried to wipe it clean, but then I so many times that it just becomes so choppy. It's actually insane. I actually, maybe that's one thing I will do. I'll release some raw footage, or I'll release not even raw footage. I'll release the edited version. And it's just, it's welcome back to. It's insane, but it's great. It's great. I was able to do so much more than you think, though. Actually, genuinely. Sorry to go again with it, but yeah. I mean, what matters to me is if one person watching that video, any of those videos, is able to pull something out and learn something, be able to trust that because it's there in history, and be able to use it. That's the biggest thing. You come in here, there's a lot of these podcasters that'll give you some cliche advice, or they'll give you some nuance, some new advice, but there's no way to use it in real life. So I want to pull out lessons that anyone could use, but specifically college students could use in their lives and use and implement instantaneously. Maybe not, you won't get instant results, but it's something you can do. You can hear it, then do it. And I feel that if one college student or older, if anyone was able to do it, that make my day. And beyond that, if one history major was on the fence, I don't know, this the way I'm learning, seeing this stuff is killing me, and they came here and saw a video from a new perspective, and that motivated them to stay, that would make me happy. If there was, that's all I need. If one business major didn't know what's going on and watched a couple of these videos and really learned something, whether it be the financial crisis or or beyond, and was able to learn something from that, that would make all this all worth it, because a lot of this is a business. It's about serving the people. Something that the professor tells us is the first question that we should ask is, how can I help you? And if I can help even just one of you, that would make it all worth it. So with that being said, my name is William Merritt. Past Meets Profits, signing off.